I'll be a place for you. 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 I'll be a place for you.
Show, how you doing? Yes, I've been away for a couple of weeks. Have you missed me? I wouldn't blame you, because I am really missable, you know what I mean? I bet you found something else to do straight away. Shush. Don't even, no. Well, at least Steve Stockton asked how I was nearly every other day. You know what I mean? Yeah, because he cares. Shut up, Lee. Oh. Yeah, I've still got a bit of the cold, you know. Who you calling old? Eastney, eh? Ain't coming here throwing your weight about, mate. Yeah. So yeah, I ain't been well for a couple of weeks. No, I haven't. I've had a bad chest infection. I haven't been able to breathe and everything. I've been like an old man, you know, like that, you know. I've still got a bit of it now, though. I'm supposed to go for a breathing test next week. Because, yeah, it's not been good. It's not. I haven't been able to sing or nothing. Well, I have, but, you know, between coughs. So it's like, 1, 2, 3, to the show. Yeah, you know, that's me. Steve knows exactly what I mean, don't you, Steve? Oh, hang on. Why ain't he joining me? Oh, I'll tell you why. There you go.
There we are. Yeah, I know exactly.
Hello, mate. All right.
Hey, how you doing?
Long
We
time.
missed you, buddy. Every night, every time it's time for a show, you know, we're like, oh, it seems so empty without Lee. You know, I just had to put something else on and go to sleep.
Yeah. I don't blame you, mate. I tell you, I did a lot of sleeping. Over the last couple of weeks, I've done a lot of sleeping. A lot.
Yeah, don't blame me. And I had big plans tonight. You know, first day back, I was going to bring holding on to everything. The little bugger's already asleep, so.
Oh, no, that's all right, mate. So, hey,
Hey, everybody, who we got
a
here?
good thing.
East Audio, Ghost
Yeah,
Lord,
Hello,
John
Mark,
Keller.
as
How
well.
you
Mark
doing,
Shed
Sean?
Talk.
Henry Nelson, God bless
John
you, buddy.
Keller.
We pray for you every night.
Henry.
Lee, we've been praying for you too, that you get better.
Oh, mate, yeah, mine's all right, mate. It was just a couple of courses of antibiotics I had, and, you know, which is unusual for me. I never get antibiotics. I normally pull through, but my chest was so bad.
Yeah, as it turns out, I had just did a round of Augmentin myself. I had a tooth that was bothering me, and started the Augmentin, and then on the third day went and had the tooth pulled, and then.
Yeah,
just
I had some
finished,
dentist work
Augmentin.
done today. I had a couple of fillings done on the fronts because they were bad.
But
And,
Augmentin
right
is
now.
amoxicillin and something else. But it
Yeah,
was
I had amoxicillin. Yeah.
pretty powerful. It's Augmentin, but they misspelled Stephen on there. They got the V instead of PHEN, but there it is. Okay, it's all gone now. Did 7 days worth of.
That is disgraceful, mate. How they
Yeah,
spell
it
your
is. Get it
name.
right or pay the price. Hey,
I can't say
Butterfly
nothing
Girl.
because I've always called you Stephen with a V.
And Tells told in
Steve.
the dark, Cassie, how you doing? Good to see you. It's spooky season.
Hello,
so-
Butterfly Girl. Hello,
See
hello,
what all,
Cassie.
she's got coming
Lovely
up. I've
to
got
see
videos
you.
coming up tomorrow night on missing persons and Tales Untold. So stay tuned for all that.
Yeah, wow. Good to see you. You're cracking on, mate.
Yeah, trying to get there. I've had something going on with my voice and everything too. So getting back into the swing of things. It's hard when you use your voice for a living, like you know.
Mate,
And
you know exactly what it's
you know,
like.
you sound like you're about to croak and have to cough and edit all that out.
And that's the thing. Even at the dentist. Even at the dentist today, I had to say to her, I say, look, if I raise my hand, it's because I need to cough.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, all cool, but luckily I kept it cool. So, which was nice. Oh, that was nice, wasn't it? Nice cup of tea.
Yep.
How is everybody anyway? You all right here? Good, I'm glad to hear it. Round of applause for everybody. Glad you're here.
A smattering of applause.
Yeah, that was amazing, wasn't it, go away, Lee, you bother me. Slap myself. Anywho, I've got, as per usual, as per norm, the set list. I've got a set list all ready to go and everything. And, I mean, it's, you know, I could just crack on now, couldn't I? Because I'm not scared, you know?
Yeah, he's not a bit scared. Just throw your request in there. But since I've got Holden to sleep and Nicole's getting ready to go sleep, we go to sleep early. We go to sleep when he does because He likes to get up about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning sometimes.
So you have to get out of bed early as well, mate. I mean, I have been. I don't even know how I'm going to cope tonight because I've been going to sleep at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, and he's
It's now
definitely an
11.
early riser.
Yeah,
We
I've been
used to
getting
be
up.
that
I've
way,
been getting up
stay
at 4
late.
a.m. You know,
Yeah.
I've been getting up at 4.
That's about what we do, 4 or 5 a.m. And then
Don't be scared, Mini-Me.
some days he sleeps in late, but most time he's an early riser. I don't
Yeah,
know where
he will though.
Doesn't
That'll
doesn't get it
change.
from me or his mother, so
Yeah, as you know, that will change, mate. That
yeah. But at
That's
least he
fine.
sleeps all night. He sleeps 11, 12 hours at a time. So that's
perfect,
good.
perfect. Yeah. Well, at least you get to have your sleep as well now, then. So it's all
Yeah.
good.
Speaking of,
contentment,
I'm
that
going to
is, so.
get off here and go get into bed. But good night, everybody. Glad you got to see me. Lee, it's
Yeah.
good to see you back, and we genuinely did miss you. Would just say it's just not the same without Lee. It's getting
Oh,
dark
that's nice, isn't it?
Getting
Nah,
dark
cheers,
here,
mate. Cheers. See my new guitar here?
here. Oh yeah, that looks nice.
That was donated. That was from my mate Dave.
Up with a little favor.
He come round. He said, "I've got too many guitars. There you go." And I'm like,
There you go.
"All right,
That's
cheers,
always
mate."
a good thing to hear.
Yeah,
I've been
it's-
there. I've had too many guitars and then gave
It's the
some
full
away.
neck as well. It's the full length, and it's lighter than that one. I mean, it's not an amazing brand or anything, but it still sounds all right. It does all
Guitar's a
right.
guitar. I've had some good cheap guitars and some crappy expensive guitars, so it can go
Yeah.
either way.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing about that green Meanie, mate. That is heavy.
Yeah,
That's like putting a lead weight round your neck.
yeah. I've had I think it's the Gibson SG that when you put it on, it would just the neck would tilt down. It was so heavy.
Yeah, yeah. You can never have too many guitars. You're right,
That's
Butterfly
right.
Girl. That's it. I've now got, I think, 6 or 7. I've got 2 acoustics, a bass guitar, and 3 electrics. So
I'm
loads.
down to 1 right now. I've got my Martin
6.
guitar
I've got
with Johnny Cash signature. model.
Actually,
That's
no, I've
all
got
I-
7 guitars. No, I lie. Actually, 8 because I have got not is it ukulele? Not a ukulele.
You got that cigar box guitar. Up
I've
there
got the
too.
cigar,
That-
but that's what I'm
that's-
talking. I'm including the cigar box and my little ukulele. I've got one of them as well.
Yeah,
So, you
it's
know.
a stringed instrument either way.
Oh, cheers, cheers, Stago.
Good one, Stag.
Cheers,
All right.
mate.
Folks, I'm going to get on out of here. I'll see you a little further on
Well,
down the trail.
I'll see you later, Steve. Steve Stockton, everybody.
Much
Steve
love,
Stockton.
everybody. Love to you, Lee. From all
Peace
of
and
us.
love, man. Peace and love, baby.
Love, peace, and chicken grease. Good night, everybody.
See you later, mate. Now go away, go away. You bother me. You bother me. Oh dear. Excuse me while I cough up a lung. You know, too much laughter, and I'm coughing again. So we got to put a stop to that. Anyway, give your love to me. I know you want to.
I know what you need. I know just how to please you. I got what it takes. I know what you need. I can provide. There's no way I'll hide from you. I got what it takes. I know what you need. I guarantee. I guarantee. You're gonna give your love to me. I guarantee, I guarantee, you're gonna give your love to me. I will respect you, I can protect you. I got what it takes, I'm your man. Take it fast or slow, who knows where it goes. I've got what it takes, I'm your man. I guarantee, you're gonna give your love to me. I guarantee, you're gonna give your love to me. You'll give your love to me. what you need. I know just how to please you. I got what it takes. I know what you need. I can provide. There's no way I'll hide from you. I got what it takes. I know what you need. I guarantee. I guarantee. You're gonna give your love to me. I guarantee. I guarantee. You're gonna give your love to me. I guarantee. I guarantee. Gonna give your love to me. You're gonna give your love to me. I guarantee. I guarantee. You're gonna give your love to me. I guarantee. I guarantee. You'll give your love to me.
Shutters. Very funny, Callum, and very funny, Shay. I am very disrespectful, aren't I mean, how dare I come on my music channel, right, and do music rather than play bloody No Man's Sky for everybody? Because everybody's really interested when I play games. You know what I mean? No, they really are. More so than I've got now. Not. You know? The only people that be interested in watching that is you. All right? You're not even mad. I'm just disappointed. Shut up, Callum. I thought we was mates. I thought we had a rapport. You know what I mean? I thought you and I had a rapport, you know. My son thinks he's all that and a bag of chips now because he helped out a master chef today, thinking he's, or was it today or yesterday? Thinks he's really cool now. He's not, you know. He can't even use a knife properly. Yeah. Yeah. Play your tracks in the background. No, well, yeah, I could do that. But what if I don't want to do that? You know? Do you know what I mean? What if I don't want to? You know? See? It's not all about that, is it? It's not all about me playing games, mate. Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm a musician. Then you'd say I'm boring. Well, okay, fair enough. Who asked your bloody opinion anyway, eh? No one. No one even thinks about you. I'm gonna get carried away. carried away, get carried. La da 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 da. Listen, I'm not playing Damn No Man's Sky, right? That was the artifact. I thought I'd just have a little bit of a break and play that. Yeah, you know. It is jetting off. Jetting off.
was making true connections. I was changed in an instant, in the blink of an eye, with an introduction to the most beautiful soul. I was planning to meet her in the Cedar, California. We fell in love over 5,000 miles away. I was planning to meet her in the Cedar, Capita Canway. We fell in love over 5,000 miles away, Capita Canway. You couldn't convince me that meeting online would ever amount to anything at all. But I was changed in an instant, in the blink of an eye, a true connection with the most beautiful soul. I was planning to meet her in the Cedar, California. We fell in love over 5,000 miles away. I was planning to meet her in the Cedar, Capita Canway. We fell in love over 5,000 miles away, Capita Canway. Convinced to the point of packing all I would need, and making a trip to get down on one knee. I was planning to meet her in the Cedar, Capita Canway. Now, if Steve and Nicole are still listening, next one's for Nicole. This is called Circuits Blown. All original tracks here, mate. All written by yours truly. Bit of guitar by Stag, bit of guitar by Larry, bit of keyboard by John. 99%. Wow. What a big head.
It's all me, innit? Hey, me. I definitely think I unleashed my inner John Curry on that one. Staggered know what I mean by that. The rest of you, if I said, I think that one, I unleashed my inner Gary Newman. Yeah, definitely that. But I think that's in the list anyway, Kat. So I've got my list sorted. I'm going to keep my list as it is, because otherwise I add ones and then the list gets longer and I don't get to play the ones I was going to play. So how about no for the minute? But you can have this one. This is Trusting in Change. Yeah, Unleashed is in there. Well, thank you there, Stephen. That's thanks very much, and thanks to Henry as well, because we just made the goal. Go! It's a goal! So yeah, you get an extra hour of wonderful, refreshing, and totally original music from yours truly. Yours truly. Yeah, you see what I did there? Aye, come on. Come on. Yeah. Oh, it was pretty lame. More dad jokes, eh? Oh, what am I doing? Thanks. Oh, where are we? It's an official. Oh, hello. Caps lock, is it? I see how it is. I see. What an idiot. What an absolute idiot. I can't even spell now. Yeah, this is not going good. So there you go. Goal achieved. Whoop, whoop. We get to play more music now, don't we? That's nice, isn't that? Good, that. Eh? Oh, it's a happy tune next. Happy tune. Happy! 26 months as well, is it? 29 months. Look at that, mate. Good. Good. Dancing in Dreams. Good fun record, that one. Always is. This is Meaningless Apology, though. Not as uplifting. But it's got a message. Now don't do it again.
Dropped a bombshell on your lap, and it's blown a hole so deep you will never climb it out. I'm the same old excuses. Gonna watch this time, not this time. Don't be so condescending. What do you take me for? It's a meaningless apology. So meaningless. Sank your battleship today. Burned all your bridges, there's no getting away. And the more you protest, the more you look guilty to me. Can't you see? Don't be so condescending. What do you take me for? It's a meaningless apology. So meaningless. Don't bother. Don't be so condescending. What do you take me for? It's a meaningless apology. So meaningless. Don't be so condescending. What do you take me for? It's a meaningless apology. Don't bother. As you leave again, you close the door. It would be better for us both for sure. Never gonna be a slave to love. You can find someone else that gives up. And can you tell me why you're still here? What's the message that you got not clear? Don't wanna talk about it anymore. It's our time to agree that we disagree. It's our time. It's admitting the truth. It's a pointless pursuit. It's our time. Have you listened to a word I've said? 'Cause your voice is getting to my head. Can't take this anymore. It's a time to agree that we disagree. It's out of 10. It's admitting the truth. It's a pointless pursuit. It's out of 10. It's out of 10. It's out of 10. to inspire dangerous desire for all who ever see you. You got them calling, almost pouring out their energy. You attract so much attention, getting all the looks. You attract so much attention, turning heads, burning hearts. Your persona, captivating souls, for all I ever wanted. And always calling, almost screaming out your name. You attract so much attention, getting all the looks. You attract so much attention, turning heads, burning hearts. Much attention, getting all the looks. You attract so much attention, turning heads, burning hearts. You attract so much attention, getting all the looks. You attract so much attention, turning heads, burning hearts.
Burning hearts. That's what us geezers do, us blokes. When scenario, we're in town looking at the sights. Bird watching, only not the flapping type. That's what that song's about. Yeah. Good, eh? This one isn't though, this is just looking.
She just so happened to meet him while out in the rain one day, catching each other's eyes, reflected smiles. The rest is history. Just looking for love, just looking for someone, just looking for someone to love, just looking for one thing, just wanting a lifetime. Would somebody there? Somebody, would somebody there? Somebody, would somebody there? Somebody, would somebody there? Just looking for love, just looking for someone, just looking for someone to love, just looking for one thing, just wanting a lifetime. Would somebody there? Somebody, would somebody there? Somebody, would somebody there? Somebody, would somebody there? like you borrowed your way within. Your love drives me to distraction. Your love it pulls me away. Your love don't know where I am. Your love drives me to distraction. Your love it pulls me away. Your love don't know where I am. Concentrating on a brighter song. Another one for you. I think you like it. Sing it again. 'Cause you inspire me to carry on. Your love drives me to distraction. It pulls me away. Don't know where I am. Your love drives me to distraction. It pulls me away. Don't know where I am. Your love drives me to distraction. Pulls me away. Don't know where I am. Your love drives me to distraction. It pulls me away. Don't know where I
Now, I wonder if she's actually here. You actually here, are you? Are you here, or are you not here? Are you sort of like there, but not really there? You know, I can't hear you because you're muted, obviously. You know, clearly.
That's what the whole tribe was wondering about regarding you. Oh,
What were they thinking? What?
where is Lee?
Well, I was ill, wasn't I?
You don't write, you don't call.
Well, I thought I made it pretty clear.
Don't
that
do it
I
again.
was- on the last Thursday that I played, I said I doubt whether I'll be there on Saturday. I said I'll see how it goes, and because
See, Shannon, you
talking
too
about-
makes you sick.
I was talking that I was ill. I was saying that I was ill on that day. Yeah. So yeah, and I've still got it in me. You can still hear it in me, in my voice and everything, and me nasal passages. You know. So I'm still a little bit, you know. But I thought I better come back because it's been like 2 weeks.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly 2 weeks. Yeah.
We're about to buy a plane ticket now. Yeah.
Yeah. Of course you were. Of course you were. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, because you were that worried. You sent me all of no messages.
Hey, I did so. just thought, well, I'm just going to leave Lee be, and he'll come out of the woodwork when he's ready. After a message or two. Carried away. Now playing. Go for go, guys.
The goal's done.
Oh. 2 to go. Last flip.
Anywho, on with the music. What do you reckon?
Hello, David. I'd reckon.
Yeah, hello, David. Yeah, nice to see you, mate. You missed...
Back crack. I think I know who that is. Back crack. Yep.
That's Callum.
Yeah. I heard you talking about Callum earlier, but I didn't know he was on under that name.
Indeed. This is house arrest. What you should be for not coming in.
Same to you. Burn.
because I didn't know where I was going until you came along and you released me. You set this demon free, and you unleashed me. Now this demon is free. I didn't know it wasn't clear, but you showed me the way to go. I didn't pause, no hesitation, when you opened the bars and you released me. You set this demon free, and you unleashed me. Now this demon is free.
Yeah, you asked for it, you got it. There you go.
Good old rock song. Yeah.
it's a long shot, but you know, it worked. Ah, see what I did? No.
In submission to what you put me through at any point in time, on hands and knees, it's you I please, something you never do for me. Subservient to wine at every point in time. Yes, they do every day and every kind of way. I chose to live this life. I know mercy, 'cause you caused me.
Oh yes. Anybody that doesn't know,
Yes,
that's my that's
oui.
my song about music. Yeah, doesn't sound like it's a song about music, but it is.
Turn down.
I've played the fool to music for like most of my life, and where's it got me? Absolutely bloody nowhere. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, this is wrong. What
What's
a
wrong?
travesty.
What's
16 months, my foot. Better add times 2 that,
What?
at least. My
16
membership
months what?
milestone. Membership milestone, 16 months.
All right. Okay.
Almost
Let's
4
crack on with
years.
this. This is Here We Go. Here we go.
Here you go, John.
This is one of my favourite instrumental ones from my old collection. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Well, there's 2 songs on this top.
Again. Here we go. Here we go again. Here we go again.
Ooh, good one.
Bet you thought you'd never be caught. Bet you thought I would never know. Bet you thought things were going the way you planned. Bet you thought you had it made behind my back with your dirty shade. Bet you didn't consider the payback day. Bet I knew who gave you a plan. Bet I knew for just how long. That the upper hand belongs to me. That the justice that waits to be served belongs to you from the things that you heard. That the justice that hangs in wait falls upon the adulterer's blade. To dignity I belong. To pride I belong. Self-respect
There you go, John. And there's another one from Kafida. She'd cry if she doesn't hear this record. This is tough at the top. Because it
Love
is.
Love that one.
You do, don't you? You do.
Yep. It's a Halloween like intro vibe there or something.
Yeah.
Like the theme music.
It's supposed to be haunting. I mean, you know, we're just about getting digital IDs over here, mate. We are knackered. This is turning into China over here.
I want that to be the intro to like channel theme music or something. I love it.
Must be tough at the top for you. It must be tough at the top, living the high life. But it's easy to drop all the way from the top. The bottom and all those moves you made, well, they're gonna laugh at you. Are forced to behold the ultimate power in your hands. Are forced to behold the water disaster in your hands. Must be tough at the top for everyone in the green seats. It must be tough at the top, living like a king. The ultimate power. But it's easy to drop all the way from the top. The bottom and all those moves you made, well, they're gonna laugh at you. Are forced to behold the ultimate power in your hands. Are forced to behold the water disaster in your hands. Are forced to behold the ultimate power in your hands. Are forced to behold the water disaster in your hands. Are forced to behold the ultimate power in your hands. Are forced to behold the water disaster in your hands. lifetime's work. Well, it's a dream for me, but it might just work, and it could work for you too. I'm not out here to try to impress you. I'm not trying to step into a number one shoes. Don't think I'm Mr. Smooth. I adore aspire to be greater than I am, but I'm just not me unless I'm under the spotlight. My only inspiration comes from all of you, and I never want to end the night. I don't aspire to be greater than I am, but I'm just not me unless I'm under the spotlight. My only inspiration comes from all of you, and I never want to end the night. No, I never want to end the night.
If and when there are milestones of your own to be seen, you can click the, on mobile anyway, you can click the little $sign in the square box down by the cat box,
Share
and
it.
you'll see it down there. You tap it and then share it to cat.
Restlessly turning, making it a cold sweat. Still believing that I'm back, and the beast is tracking me down. Can you take away my nightmares? I don't wanna see them in my head again. Can you take away my nightmares? Hopelessly running, but getting nowhere. Still believing that I'm bad. Anxiety building, and I can't escape. Can you take away my nightmares? I don't wanna see them in my head again. Can you take away my nightmares? you take away my nightmares? I don't wanna see them in my head again. Can you take away my nightmares? Can you take away my nightmares? I don't wanna see them in my head again. Can you take away my nightmares? Can you take away my nightmares?
Also, you can click that little dollar symbol in the square by the chat box to see your membership gifting, if you so deem it as a viable option that you want to turn on.
Indeed,
Turn it on,
indeed.
and if
Yeah,
anybody
yeah.
makes a
Hello, Kate.
or buys
How
a
you doing?
membership gift, YouTube randomly can select you, and you'll get a month free.
Your
to the member.
milestone hasn't come up yet, Butterfly Girl. Well, it will do. It will do. Don't worry about it.
Welcome in,
It will
Katie.
do. Yeah, nice to see you, Katie.
It could be any day, tomorrow, the next day. Just like if you're a member, after so many months, I think it pops up. It's probably 6 months at least. I think it
Is
might
it?
do it every month for like even if you've been a member for 1 month, it might pop up. I'm not sure. I'll look it
I
up.
don't
I'll let
know.
things know.
I haven't got any memberships anywhere.
I'll
I'm a
Google that
pauper.
next.
I'm a pauper. I struggle.
I'll
This
explain.
is the problem. You don't make any money doing YouTube, you know, to be honest. You know, definitely nothing. Like, I couldn't advertise myself with the amount I get from this. I could not, you know, use it to, because what my original idea was to make a little bit of money from doing this and then advertise it to try and get it bigger and whatever. But you need so much money for that. It's just ridiculous. Ridiculous amounts of money. I thought you got more for advertisements and stuff, but you just don't. You got to have thousands of views, and I'm lucky if I get 70 bloody views nowadays. So, you know, it's getting worse, not better. So anyway, let's crack on with the music. Let's not get into that because I'll get all sad. This is all about the change. Let's hope it does for the better.
There's nothing you can say, nothing you can do to stop the course of progression. But it's all about to change. Can you feel it? Yeah, it's all about to change. Can you feel it now? We're starting to move our way to the light side of day, increasing the gap away from your trap. But it's all about to change. Can you feel it? Yeah, it's all about to change. Can you feel it now? singing the song. We're following along, listening to every word we've ever heard. But you're full of it, you're full of it. Every word you say, you're full of it, you're full of it. You're on your pilgrimage to see the world. It's been your dream since you were young. At any cost you will not stop this quest, but you're blissfully unaware. Destination nowhere. We're not singing along, but you're still singing your song. Where you ever gone, I learned that everybody knows that you're so full of it, you're full of it. Every word you say, you're full of it, you're full of it. You're on your pilgrimage to see the world. It's been your dream since you were young. At any cost you will not stop this quest, but you're blissfully unaware. Destination nowhere. Your pilgrimage to see the world. It's been your dream since you were young. At any cost you will not stop this quest, but you're blissfully unaware. Destination nowhere. You're on your pilgrimage to see the world. It's been your dream since you were young. At any cost you will not stop this quest, but you're blissfully unaware. Destination nowhere. life has led me here to you. 'Cause it feels like we've known each other forever. I can get close enough to you, but I can't keep away uncontrollable. I can get close enough to you, but I can't keep away uncontrollable. I can get close enough to you, but I can't keep away uncontrollable. I can get close enough to you, but I can't keep away uncontrollable. I can keep away uncontrollable.
Stephen, ye lurker, ye lurker, ye. Here we go.
He was. Night, mate.
Calculating, crunching numbers, watching everything we do. Interference, have no clearance. I didn't give permission to. I'm staying under the radar. You're never gonna notice me. I'm staying under the radar. Incognito. So rely on virtual contact. Never knowing what can happen to you. If your senses could be clearer, we wouldn't have to fear for you. I'm staying under the radar. You're never gonna notice me. I'm staying under the radar. Incognito. someone. Yeah, one thing to hold a grudge over one mistake. Oh, one mistake isn't much to make. It's one mistake, and you're sorry, you're so sorry. But it's just the calm before the storm. Someday the cloud will break so that the sun can shine. Lately it's something to be in love with someone. And it's shameful when they do the dirty deed. Oh, that's one mistake, a mistake you can't afford to make. A big mistake. Now you've blown away the trust. It's just the calm before the storm. Someday the clouds will break so that the sun can shine. Oh, well, it's nothing to forgive a loved one. Yeah, nothing to forgive and forget. 'Cause we all make mistakes, mistakes we never intend to make. I know it's hard to find forgiveness in your heart. It's just the calm before the storm. Someday the clouds will break so that the sun can shine. It's just the calm before the storm. Someday the clouds will break so that the sun can shine. It's just the calm before the storm. Someday the clouds will break so that the sun can shine. It's just the calm
Great record to end on there, wasn't it? Let it fade on out. There you go. So, I don't know where Cat's disappeared to again, but I'm going to remove her. What we're just going to get on and get on out of here. Get on out of here. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your support tonight. It's great. Oh, hello. Are you back here? I thought you'd left me. You're muted. You're muted. You're muted. You're muted.
Yeah, got me a refill and another refill.
Yeah, you choose your timing, don't you? Go on and say your little bit then, because
I was
let's get
listening
out
to
of
the
here.
song. Come on back.
There's like 4 people here now, so, you know.
Come
I'm
on
sure
back
they're
on
awake and go.
Saturdays for songs from the mothership, 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 Central, 11 GMT. And if you would please leave a comment for Lee.
That'd be
Good
nice.
to see everybody back, including Lee. Of course.
Yeah, let's see how I do Saturday yet. You know,
Yeah. Well,
hopefully me cough won't be too bad. Let's see how
Well,
it goes.
that's right. Even
I can
see,
only try.
Let me turn this sucker off. Wait a minute now. Visual effects.
Yeah, that background effect
None.
thing is rubbish.
Stop, Chief. Okay. Even Pete got up to say hello. As you can hear.
Hello, Pete.
Leave the kitties alone. Kitty cats are out there. No, I just come in and sat down. I think they're barking at the kittens. Yeah, Saturdays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, 6 p.m. Eastern.
There you go. So, Kat, I'm going to kick you out. Thank you very much for joining me. Feed a cat Gray, everybody.
Comment, share, rewatch, all that jazz. Much obliged.
Just wave ta-da. That's it. But look what's here, look. Look at this. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. As I say, everybody, I do appreciate you all being here, coming back to watch little old me and listen to the music I've made. Hello, Shelley. Bit late, mate. We're just going. But so thanks for their generosity tonight. Thanks to the moderators. Thanks to everybody lurking, and thanks to the members. I appreciate you all. Thanks very much. And as I always say, live in the moment, because the only time that matters is now. There's only now. See you later. Peace and love, everybody. Bye.
time that matters is now.